Hello everyone, I hope you all are good. So welcome again to this AIET 2 question discussion for G paper of class 11th. So just like previous discussions, I have selected some important questions where I feel like you may be having any difficulty. So let's get started with the question. Very first question that I'm going to deal with is question number 3 of your paper. So in a vernier calipers, if each centimeter of the main scale is divided into q equal parts, okay, so main scale has how many divisions? Each centimeter, that is 1 centimeter, is getting divided into q different divisions. So value of one division, that is one main scale division value, is equal to 1 by q centimeter, right? Because 1 centimeter is divided into q parts. Now, P vernier scale division coincide with P minus 1 main scale division. If we go on to solve this, then P vernier scale division coincide with P minus 1 main scale division. Okay? So 1 VSD is equal to P minus 1 by P. Why we require this? Because we have to calculate the list count, and list count is equal to 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. So if you go on to solve this now, 1 MSD means what? Like 1 MSD is equal to 1 by Q, okay, minus 1 VSD, that is P minus 1 by P. So if we go on to solve this, what will it become? It will become how much? P minus P, okay, so P minus PQ plus Q. Right? This is this divided by PQ. Done it? So if you solve it, we will get the answer. Okay, I did one mistake here, like 1 MST we have to write. So in terms of first MST, let's solve it, because I just put the value of 1 MST, that is 1 by Q centimeter, right? And 1 VST value I didn't put, I put 1 VST is equal to this much MST. So let's first solve in terms of MST. I did the mistake here. So 1 MST minus P minus 1 by P MST. So if you will solve it, it will become P minus P plus 1 by P MST. So list count is equal to how much? List count is 1 by P MST. Now put the value of MST. Got me? So 1 by P into 1 MST is 1 by Q centimeter. So correct answer will be 1 by PQ centimeter. So correct option will be what? D. Answer here will be what? It will be your D. Now let's do this question. If velocity, if a speed V, acceleration A, and force F are considered as fundamental units, dimension of Young modulus will be what? So Young modulus is what? This is stress by strain. Done here. And strain has dimension of what? Strain has no dimension, because strain is length by length, change in length by length. So this is dimensionless. And stress is your force per unit area. So its dimension is ml minus 1 t minus 2. Now we have to express this thing in terms of V, A, and F. So for solving such sort of question, what you will do, you will write y is equal to V ka certain power, let's say A ka certain power, let's say B, and F ka certain power, let's say C. Done है? So now put the dimension of each thing. So m ka dimension sorry, it's not minus 1, my bad. So what we need to put here, ml minus 1 t minus 2. Now velocity ka dimension you need to put. So this is lt minus 1 ka power a, and this is your a is acceleration, lt minus 2 ka power b, and this is your force. So this is mlt minus 2 ka power c. Now what we will do, we will see what is the power of L on LHS on and on RHS. We will equate them, right? So let's do that thing here. Let's first focus on the power of m. So power of m on LHS is how much? It is 1. And power of m on RHS is what? It is c. So c should be equal to 1. ठीक है. Now let's see power of L. So power of L here is A, here is B, and here it is C. So A plus B plus C will be equal to how much? This is equal to -1. Now let's finally see the power of T. So here it is -2, and here it is -A minus 2b minus 2c, and this is equal to -2. Now let's put the value of c. If we are going to put the value of c, -a minus 2b minus 2 is equal to -2. So this will get cancelled, and here a is equal to -2b. We are going to get. So if you put the same thing now in equation 1, a plus a can be written as -2b plus b plus t. T value is how much? 1. This is equal to -1. So 1 minus 1, this will become -2, and this will become minus b is equal to -2. So b is equal to how much? B is equal to 2. So T is known, B is known. Now we need to calculate A. So if you're going to put again the value of B and C in equation 1, C is 1, B is how much? 2. So 2 plus 1, 3. A will be equal to how much? -1 minus 3. So A is equal to -4. So if you're going to put the values here, this is your what? This is velocity ka power -4. This is acceleration ka power 2, and this is force ka power 1. So correct answer will be what? It will be D. So answer here is what? It is D. Now let's solve this question. The velocity displacement graph of particle is given. So this is the velocity displacement graph, and from this we have to see acceleration displacement graph. So first let us write the velocity displacement graph. This is a straight line having negative slope, and y-intercept is v0. So ideal equation is y equal to mx plus c for the straight line. So y के direction में क्या है? Velocity. So let's write v. Slope here will be equal to how much? Slope is y by x, that is tan theta. Here if you calculate this, this is v naught by x naught, and slope is negative because it is making obtuse angle with the positive direction of x axis. So minus v naught x naught x, and y intercept is v naught plus v. So this is velocity. Now if from velocity displacement equation, if we have to find the acceleration, how we can do that? Acceleration formula is there, v dv by dx. I've already discussed this thing. Okay, I may not have taught you, but yeah, this is there. Done it? So this is very important relation. Acceleration can be written as dv by dt. It can also be written as this. How if you're thinking, then a is equal to dv by dt, then you can write also this like dv by dx into dx by dt. So multiplying by x dx and dividing by dx. Dx by dt will become v, and thus it will become v dv by dx. So if you do this, चलो dv by dx निकालते हैं. So dv by dx if you calculate, it will become minus v naught by x naught. क्योंकि differentiation of constant will become 0. So dv by dx is this. So acceleration will be velocity, that is minus v naught by x naught x plus v naught into dv by dx, that is minus v naught by x naught. If you're going to multiply this, what it will become? V naught square by x naught square x minus v naught. So again, this is also a straight line equation where slope is positive and y-intercept is negative. Now let's look here. Slope is positive. Here slope is 0. It cannot be true. It is also 0. Cannot be true. Here slope is positive. Here slope is negative. So this can't be true. It is positive, and here also y-intercept is negative. So correct answer will be what? It will be your B. So mark here. Correct answer is your what? It is C. Now let's move on to next. A particle starts moving with constant velocity v this from position time graph. So initial velocity or velocity throughout it is given, constant velocity से move कर रहा है. So v equal to 2 meter per second, and it is starting from x equal to 5 meter. Initial position is this. So velocity is positive, and curve and slope of xt curve gives us velocity. So if velocity is positive, then slope of xt curve should be positive. Here it is positive, here it is positive, here it is negative, so it cannot be true. Here the slope is also positive क्योंकि अगर आप इसको extend करोगे, it will make acute angle with the positive direction of x-axis. So here also slope is positive. Here also it is positive. So A, C, D can be the option. Now let's look at here x equal to 5. From x equal to 5 it is starting. So here from x equal to -5 it is starting, can't be true. And here from x equal to 0 it is starting, can't be true. Here from x equal to 5 it is starting, so it is true. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your C. Okay. Now let's move on to the next. The equation of projection is given as this. Velocity of projection is what? Again, I will explain it because in the previous test I did another equation of projectile motion. Or simplest equation. Y equal to x tan theta 1 minus x by r. It can be simply written like this, where x and y is the position of projectile at any time t. Theta is the angle of projection, r is the range. So here, if you compare this is y equal to root 3x 1 minus gx by 2. Okay? So this is something like this. If you compare this thing, so here tan theta is equal to how much? It is equal to root 3. So theta equal to 60 degrees. Okay? One thing. Next thing here, r value is how much? So if you look at carefully, मैंने यहाँ पे root 3x को common लिया था. So here root 3 will go. है ना? Correctly if I write. So here root 3 will go. It is like this. And range here seems like root 2 root 3 by g. Am I correct? Root 3x को मैंने common लिया. So this will become 1 minus. Yeah, this is this. So range is this. And range we write as what? Range we write like u square sine 2 theta by g. This is the formula of range, right? So formula of range is this, and we are getting this as this. So इसको आप cancel कर लो. U square into sine 2 theta. Sine 120 degrees root 3 by 2 with negative sign, but here we are just putting the positive value. So this is this. U square is 4. So from here we are getting U equal to 2 meter per second. So correct answer will be what? Will be B. So right here, answer is B. Now, the speed at the maximum height of projectile is 1/3 of its initial speed. Its range in the horizontal plane is what? So here, a speed at the highest point, is 1/3 of its initial. Suppose you are projecting it with a speed u at an angle theta. You already know that in projectile motion at the topmost position, only ux is not 0. Uy will become 0 because this is maximum height beyond which it is not going. It means uy is 0 over there, right? So this is the case. So if velocity at top point is 1/3 of initial speed, it means ux is 1/3 of u. This is right. Its range on the horizontal plane will be how much? So range formula is again what? U square sine 2 theta by g. Okay. So here from here if you write ux is what? U cos theta. Let's solve that again. So ux is what? U cos theta, and this is equal to u by 3. U cancel. Cos theta is how much? 1 by 3. Can we calculate sine theta, tan theta? Very easily. Triangle bana lo. Cos theta is 1 by 3 means 1 is base, 3 is this. So this will become 9 minus 1 root under. So that is root 8. So that is 2 root 2. And this is theta. Now let's put the value. Range here will be how much? U ka square आप लिख लो. Sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta is what? 2 sine theta cos theta. So sine theta ka value will be how much? 2 root 2 by 3. Cos theta will be how much? 1 by 3 g. So if you're going to solve it, this will become 4 root 2 by 9 g u square. So correct answer is what? It will be B. So for question number 9, correct option is your what? B. Here you write answer is equal to B. Now let's move on to this. A ball is thrown up with a certain velocity at an angle theta to the horizontal. Kinetic energy of ball varies with horizontal displacement x as. ठीक है? So how will it vary? That is the question. So if we are going to solve it, if you know the equation of projectile, then equation of projectile is written as what? Y is equal to x tan theta 1 minus x by r. Something like this, simplest form. So let's break it, x tan theta minus x square tan theta by r. Okay. So as the projectile is going up, what will happen? Y will increase and x will increase in this direction. So y is increasing, velocity is also changing, right? So initially when it was getting thrown, it has a speed u. So its kinetic energy initially is half mu square. Then over time, what will happen? It will also gain gravitational potential energy because it is attaining some height. That is, its y is no longer zero, right? So this kinetic energy initial will at any other point less than this because some of it has got converted into potential energy. How much potential energy at any distance x? So if it has traveled here, suppose up to this point, so it is here. It's in the x direction, it has moved this much. In y direction, it has moved this much. So at that point, potential energy will be how much? Mgy. So mgy can be written as what? Mg x tan theta minus x square tan theta by r, something like this. So what will be the kinetic energy at this point? So kinetic energy final at any point will be initial kinetic energy minus final kinetic energy, final potential energy at that point. So that is mg x tan theta minus x square tan theta by r. So this is the kinetic energy at any position where position vector or position coordinate is indicated by x and y. So kinetic energy final को आप कैसे लिखोगे? Some constant half mu square minus mgx tan theta plus x square tan theta by r. So let me write it like this: tan theta by r x square and here minus mg tan theta x plus half mu square. So this is equation of what? This is equation of parabola, right? Now the question is, a parabola will look like what? Okay, so it will be upward parabola because here in the option this is not parabola, it can't be correct. It is something like this. Again, it is like kinetic energy here. Initially, it is shown as maximum. Done hai? And then it is maximum it is, and then kinetic energy is decreasing to certain value, then it is increasing. But will graph look like this? Will graph look like this? Question is this. So according to diagram, this is a not this kind of parabola it is, because when parabola is like parabola can be of this shape and it can be of this shape. So if it is this, it means this x square wala term is positive, and if it is this, it means that x square term it has a negative coefficient, and here it is positive. So graph will look something like this. So it feels like option will be B and option can be C. Between B and C, we have to choose. Now, which one? That's the question. So if you check here at x equal to, like here y is kinetic energy is 0. When x is what? Here x is something, then kinetic energy is what? 0. And here if you check at, or you can say here when x is 0, x is 0 means here kinetic energy is what? Maximum. And then kinetic energy is decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. And then it is becoming 0 at certain position. Kinetic energy 0 at certain position. But in projectile motion, if you remember, kinetic energy doesn't become 0 at any position. As it will go up, vertical velocity will change to 0 at the top point. But again, at the top point, there is certain value of kinetic energy because of horizontal component of the velocity. So here, kinetic energy is nowhere 0, nowhere 0. So this option can't be true. This feels like correct because initially kinetic energy is maximum, which is true. It is decreasing, becoming minimum at certain point. That will be point of maximum height, and after that it is again increasing. So this feels the most correct. So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be your C. Now, a man can swim with a speed of 4 kilometers per hour in still water. So there is still water. And in a still water, man, so velocity of man with respect to water is how much? 4 kilometers per hour. He decides to cross a river 1 kilometer wide. This river is how much wide? This is 1 kilometer wide, where the water flows steadily at 3 kilometers per hour. Suppose water current is flowing in this direction, 3 kilometers per hour. Now, if he makes his stroke normal to the river current, so he starts moving in perpendicular direction to the river current. How far down the river does he go when he reaches the other bank? So you just imagine here, if you're crossing a river which has certain velocity, so here river current is moving in this direction. So the moment you will start moving like this, river current force will push you in this direction. So you have your own velocity in the vertical sense. River current will give you velocity in this direction. So overall, you will move in this sense, right? So overall, you will move in this sense. So you will end up somewhere here. Then, so if you're moving like this, it means you have covered 1 kilometer in y direction and 8 kilometers, suppose, in the x direction. Suppose x naught or something. So y direction it will cover because of its y component of velocity. So how much time it will take to reach from A to B? When it is going from A to B, it is moving 1 kilometer in y direction, x naught in x direction. So overall, both these things is happening in time t when it is the time in which it is covering or it is moving from A to B. So that time t can be written as 1 kilometer by velocity in the vertical direction, that is 4. Is it 4? Yes. So this much r. In this much r, it will reach from A to B. Don't get confused. You don't think like in this much r it will reach here. No, it's moving in this sense. And while it is moving from A to B in time t, in that same time it has covered 1 kilometer in y direction and x naught kilometer in x direction. So this much time. Now, how far down the river does it go? So how far down the river it has went x naught in how much time t? What is the velocity in x naught direction? It will be totally because of water current. So this is 3 into 1 by 4 kilometer. In meter we have to write. So let's do here. This is this. So this is 750 meter. Correct answer. So your answer is now. In the figure, the wedge is pushed with an acceleration of 10 root 3 meter per second square. It is seen that block start climbing up on the smooth inclined face of the wedge. What will be the time taken by block to reach the top? Okay. So what is happening? This wedge is not in rest, it is in motion. It has certain acceleration. Suppose I am standing here and I am writing the free diagram of this block by standing on the wedge. So wedge is an accelerated frame. We will apply pseudo force on this block first, and pseudo force we apply opposite to the direction of acceleration of frame. So this will become mass of block into acceleration, 10 root 3. And what other force it has acting on it? That is mg. And then there is another force, that is normal. Now, normal won't be responsible for letting it move along the plane. For that, force has to be along the plane. So mg will have component along the plane. How much? If this angle is theta, mg ka component along the plane is mg cos theta. And there also be a component of ma along the plane. So this is in the upward direction. This is theta. This is also theta, right? So m into 10 root 3 cos 30. Here theta is what? 30 degree. Now let's, sorry, this will be mg sin theta. Sorry, mg sin theta hoga na. Let me write it here clearly. So this is your what? Mg sine theta. Now, if the block is moving up the plane, it means upward force is greater than downward force. So net force acting on the block, you will write as M 10 root 3 cos 30 is root 3 by 2 minus M को बाहर ले लिया हमने 10 into half. So if you go on to solve this, this will become how much? 15 minus 5. So that is m into 10. So acceleration will be what? Force by mass. So this is 10 meter per second square. Okay. What will be the time taken by block to reach the top? So top means 1 meter distance it has to cover. So S equal to ut plus half at square. S how much? 1 meter. Initial velocity 0 because it's starting from the rest. है ना? Block starts climbing up, it is written, it means its initial speed was 0, half into 10 into t ka square. So this is 5. T value of t will be 1 by root under 5. So B will be your correct answer. So let's write here answer is equal to B. Now, in order to, this is question number 16. So in order to raise a mass of 100 kg, a man of mass 16 kg fastens a rope to it and passes the rope over a smooth pulley. He climbs with acceleration this relative to the rope. Done. The tension in the rope is, so this person is climbing up with acceleration mg by 4. This is acceleration with respect to rope. Now, let's see, because of this person pulling on the rope, this mass starts moving up by an acceleration A. So this acceleration is acceleration with respect to the ground. Now, if I talk about acceleration of this person with respect to ground, let's see. Acceleration of person with respect to rope is how much? 5g by 4 in upward direction. Acceleration, since this block will go up, then this whole system will come down by A also. So acceleration of this rope thing will come down with respect to ground is how much? That is your A in the downward direction. ठीक है? So acceleration of person with respect to ground के लिए क्या करोगे? This is your AP minus AR and this is your AR minus AP. So we have to calculate AP minus AG. AP minus AG. So for that we need to add these two. So if you are going to add it, they are like, if you're going to add it, one is in up direction, another is in down direction. So if you will write it with proper sign, then this is, suppose this is J cap. So this is minus J cap. Okay, if we are going to add it, then this will become 5g by 4 minus a j cap. So overall acceleration of this person with respect to ground is in upward direction, and this is, now we will write equations, free body diagram. So for 100 kg, if you write 100 kg is moving in the upward sense, and in upward sense, force acting is tension that acts always away from the body. In downward direction, gravitational force. So if you write the second law of Newton equation, then it will become T minus 1000 will be equal to how much? 108. And if you're going to solve now for this person, so FBD of this person will look like what? Tension, again, it is in the upward sense, and in down, 60 kg is mass is, so weight force will be 600 Newton. Again, net acceleration is in the upward direction. T minus 600 is equal to mass, that is 60 by into acceleration. So this is 5g by 4 minus 8. We have to calculate tension. We can solve these two equations. You will get the answer. Okay. So answer will be something 4875 by 4 Newton. That you can do easily now. So answer I will write as C. Now let's do this. The initial speed of a bullet fired from a rifle is 630 meters per second. The rifle is fired at the center of a target, 700 meters. Suppose target is here, and bullet is getting fired from here. Target is in the air, bullet is in the air. So if you will fire it directly along the line of target, what will happen? This bullet will move under gravitational effect like this. It won't be able to hit the target. So if you want to hit the target, we must fire bullet from certain height such that when it will come down, it will hit it like this. So that is what question is saying. The rifle is fired at the center of a target 700 meters away. So this target is how much distance away? 700 meters. Now, how far above the center of target the rifle must be raised in order to hit the target? So I have already raised your rifle. Let's say we are raising it by height h. And with what velocity we are throwing it? 630 meters per second. Okay? How much distance, how much far is the target in x direction? 700 meters. Now, how much how much time will it hit the target? So for that, it will travel 700 meters in x direction, and in x direction, its velocity will remain constant because there is no acceleration in the x direction. So time taken to hit the target will be written as 700 meters divided by 630. So this is 70 by 30. Okay. Now we have in the same time it will come down by h height also. So if we apply second equation of motion in the y direction, then it will become h equal to ut plus half at square. U is 0 in vertical direction initially, and this will become your half into g into t ka square. So h equal to half into 10 if you write here 10 t ka square, that is 70 by 30. So this is this, okay, 70 by 30. So this, and this is 490 by 90 into 2. So if you're going to solve this equation, you will get the answer. So if I solve it for you, 49 by 18. 49 by 18 will be equal to what? That you need to see here. So if you want me to do that, like time I have written here correctly. No, time I have not written here correctly because I have done here calculations. Let's remove it. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let me write it properly. 700 by 63 0 है ना? 1 0 we cut. 7 से ये 9 times में जाएगा. And this will become your 10 by 9. Sorry. Half g का value is 10 into t का square, that is 100 by 81. So this is 1000 by 162. So if you will divide it, it will come as 6.17 meter. Okay? 6.17 meter. So answer will be C. Answer is what? C. Now, two cars are moving along the same line in the same direction, with car B chasing car A. So car B is chasing car A. It means A is in front, B is behind it. And initially there is certain separation. Let's see it here. Relative velocity between them is directly proportional to distance between them. So VAB is directly proportional to distance, VBA. Because B chasing A, so if relative concept we are using, velocity of B with respect to A we will see, right? So distance between them, this is given. Initially the separation is 100 meter and relative speed is 30 meter per second. Then if B is chasing A, it means VB is greater than VA, right? It is this. And relative velocity, if you calculate, it means VB minus VA, that is a positive term. So VBA is equal to some constant K into relative separation. Suppose कर लो, इस point को मैं बता रही हूँ, इस point को I'm taking as 0, 0 origin where B is initially present. And then I am indicating its position at x0. So what will be relative separation of B with respect to A? What it will be? xB minus xa. Sign convention is very important. So if you are going to write xB initially, it is 0 and A initially, that is x. So it will be minus x. So here minus sign. VBA is equal to minus kx. This is the thing, right? Now, if you go on to write it here, if you put the value, initial relative velocity is how much? 30, and initial separation is how much? X ka value is how much? 100 meter. So if we look at the sign, then that must be minus 100 meter. So minus 100 I will write here. So K will become 30. K is how much? 30. So V equal to minus 30x. Find the time at which distance between them will be 30 meter. So here if you write, इसको क्या लिखोगे आप? dx by dt. ठीक है? That is equal to minus 30x. dx by x you will write as minus 30 dt. ठीक है? So initially when time t equal to 0, x is minus 100, and in when time is t, suppose then separation is minus. Now solve it. If you are going to solve it, you will get what? dx by x is ln x. ln x का value minus 100 minus 30 रखोगे आप. This is equal to minus 30 t. So if you're going to put the value, this will become ln 30 by 100. ठीक है? And this is equal to k को हमने लिखा यहाँ पे minus 30 t. Am I correct? We have not missed anything, I suppose. So this t will 0 0 will get cancelled, and if minus sign you are adding here, then it will become what? Okay, k का value मैंने गलत लिखा है क्या? 30 by 100 it will be, right? So this will be your 3 by 10. Sorry, this is 3 by 10. This is 3 by 10. This is 3 by 10. Okay. So here it is 3 by 10. Now t का value क्या लिखोगे आप? 10 by 3 ln 10 by 3 second. So correct answer will be your B. ठीक है? I hope it is clear. Done है? चलो. Now let's correct answer क्या आया था हमारा? Option was which one? It was B. 19 का answer will be B. Now let's move on to the next. In figure, block A and B move with velocities v1 and v2. These are moving with velocities along horizontal direction. Find the ratio of v1 by v2. You just see here what will happen when this block will go this side, this will go this further. So, if can you imagine here, if this block is further moving towards this direction, and this is further moving in this direction. So what is happening? This string length will increase and this string length will decrease. Done. So there is, if A is moving in this direction with V1, velocity of A in this direction is how much? V1 cos theta. So with V1 cos theta, this string will travel in this sense. Done. So some of its portion will go here. And this string is moving in this direction by what speed? By what speed? This angle is your theta 2. So this is V2 cos theta 2. Now you just imagine whatever string is getting released from this side, same string will appear here as increase in length. Done. So rate of decrease of length of this side will be equal to rate of increase of length that side. Rate of decrease of length this side means V1 cos theta and theta 1, and the rate of increase of length this side means V2 cos theta 2. This should be equal, right? Okay, so V1 by V2 will be equal to how much? Cos theta 2 by cos theta 1. So 17 का आंसर क्या होगा? C. Now, system shown in figure is in equilibrium and rest. The spring and string are massless. Now the string is cut. The acceleration of mass 2m and m just after the string is cut. Just after. So just after when it is asked, initially a string is like this. This is 2m. This is m. So initially if you talk about, if you take this whole as a system, in the downward direction, what is the gravitational force acting? 3mg. And what is the tension? Suppose kar lo T hai, and that is kx basically. So tension will be initially equal to how much? 3mg. Now the moment you are cutting the string, what will happen? This m will start moving under the effect of gravity. So M will fall freely under the effect of gravity. So its acceleration will be g in the downward direction. Then, so mass M has the acceleration g in downward direction. What will happen to 2M? So just after it is cut, we can assume that tension is still the same. We can approximate it. So let's say 3 mg, and in the downward direction, gravitational force will act 2 mg. So net force on it is acting in the upward direction. How much? 3 mg minus 2 mg. This is the net force. So acceleration will be net force by mass. So this is equal to g by 2. So for 2m, it is how much? G by 2 in the upward direction. Okay? So correct answer will be what? Correct answer will be g by 2 upward and g downward. So correct answer for question number 20 should be option A. Yes. So this here the answer is what? It is A. Now, a ball projected from ground at an angle 45 degree just clears a wall in front. So there is a wall in front and then a projectile you are throwing and it's just able to clear the wall. It's something like this. If the point of projection is 4 meter away from the foot of wall, so this is 4 meter, and ball strikes ground at a distance of 6 meter. Here it is 6 meter. The height of the wall is h. Height of the wall को h ले लो, find 5h. So angle of projection is also given 45 degree. So if you treat this projectile motion like this, here suppose कर लो position coordinate is y and x. Sorry, x and y. ठीक है? So if it is x and y, and if we put the value of x and y in equation of trajectory, its trajectory equation. इसके equation of trajectory मैंने हमेशा suggest किया है, write this. It will easily solve so many questions. So here also I'm going to write the same thing. So here y coordinate value is h. X coordinate here is 4 meter. So 4 tan theta, tan 45, that is 1. 1 minus x. X is how much? 4. And r is how much? That is range 10. So this is equal to 4 into 6 by 10. So that is 2.4. And if you have to calculate 5h, 5 into 24 by 10. So this is equal to 12 meter. So correct answer will be what? Answer will be your 12 meter. Easy thing is what? Remember that equation of physics. Now, a boy in a lift which is moving downward with an acceleration g by 5. ठीक है? So with g by 5, this lift is moving downward with acceleration g by 5 at an instant when the velocity of lift is 10 meter per second. Then boys throw a ball upward with a speed of 10 meter per second. Then time after which ball will return into the hand of boy. So from the frame of lift, I'm going to calculate everything because boy is in the lift and that person is throwing the ball. So it will be more easier to find it that way. So if he is throwing the ball upward with what speed it has thrown? 10 meter per second. So initial velocity of ball with respect to the boy, that is with respect to lift because boy is in lift, is equal to how much? Velocity of ball with respect to ground minus velocity of lift with respect to ground. So velocity of ball with respect to ground is how much? It is 10 meter per second in the upward direction minus lift ka speed is how much? 10 meter per second in the downward direction. So this will become minus 10. So this is 20 meter per second in the upward direction. Okay? Because this was your J cap, this is your minus J. So this is wholly 10, 20 J cap. That is in upward sense. Now let's calculate acceleration of ball with respect to lift. So acceleration of ball with respect to ground minus acceleration of what? Lift with respect to ground. So this is how much? Acceleration of ball with जब ball air में है, इसका acceleration with respect to ground is in downward direction. So that is minus 10g minus acceleration of lift with respect to ground is how much? This is g by 5. So am I correct? Yes. So that is your 10 by 5 again in the जे माइनस जे कैप डायरेक्शन। सो यहाँ पे माइनस माइनस क्या हो जाएगा, प्लस होगा। एम आई करेक्ट? यस। सो let's recheck it. Yes, it is correct. So here you can write 5 से 2 times इसको ले जाओ. So this will become minus 8 j cap. Now let's calculate the time after which ball will return into the hand of boy. So let's first calculate in how much time it will go up to the maximum height. Because whatever time it is taking to go up to the maximum height, same time it will take in coming down. We have solved questions of ball under free fall, right? So here if you calculate S equal to or V square equal to U square plus 2AS. Should we use it? Maximum height, we don't know, right? So what should we use it here? Okay, let me check. When the velocity of lift is the ball thrown upward with this time after which ball will return into the hand of boy. So at the highest, at the maximum height, speed will be what? 0, V equal to 0. Okay, so we can use V equal to U plus 80. है ना? क्योंकि at maximum height, final speed is what? 0. So let's use V equal to U plus 80. So this is 0. Initial speed is how much? 20 in the upward sense. This is minus 8t. ठीक है? So time is equal to how much? 20 by 8. ठीक है? So this if you solve, this is this 2.5 second. So 2.5 second it is taking in going down, sorry, going up. Same time it will take to come down, because if you see here, when the ball will be at highest point, then its initial speed will be 0, and then when it will come down, its acceleration will be same as this, because while it is going up, acceleration of ball with respect to ground is minus 10j, while coming down also it is minus 10j, and acceleration of lift with respect to ground is not going to change. That will also remain 10 by 5 in plus or in minus j cap direction, same. So acceleration will remain same here. If that is the same, then time taking while going up and while coming down will be what? Same. ठीक है? So this is all the things. So final timing अगर आपको लिखना है, if you want me to solve it, I can also solve it for the downward direction, but we already know that for such motion, up and down will be same, since acceleration scenario is same. Timing will be equal to 2.5 into 2 seconds. Done. So that will be equal to your 5 seconds. Chalo. You can solve it also. Answer will be what? 5 seconds. Now let's do this question. An aeroplane is traveling horizontally at a height of 2000 meters. The aeroplane, when at point P, drops a bomb to hit a stationary target Q on the ground. In order that the bomb hit the target at an target, what angle theta must the line PQ make with vertical? ये कह रहा है कि if target is here, then at what distance it is not given, but like it is hitting this. Done. So what will be this angle theta if this bomb, if this aeroplane is able to hit the target? Done. So for that, if we have to calculate theta, then we need this distance, right? Then we can easily calculate this theta, because this theta will be equal to this theta, right? Then we can easily calculate it. अब देखो range क्या हम easily निकाल सकते हैं. So this will be a projectile kind of, it will come here like this. ठीक है? So in this is a horizontal projectile case like this. So vertically it is coming down by 2000 meter. Velocity of projection is 100 meter. Done. So let's say its range is x. Then x can be written as 100 into time of flight. Done. Because horizontal velocity is not going to change, as there is no acceleration in the horizontal direction. Time, how we can calculate? So if we are able to calculate in how much time it is covering 2000 meter in the y direction, then we can say that in that same time it is also covering x meter. Because when it is coming from here to here, it is covering this much in y, this much in x. That is in time t. So y direction में आप लगा लो s equal to ut plus half at square formula. So it is coming down by 2000 meter. So minus 2000, I'm writing with proper sign. Initial speed in y direction 0, half. Acceleration due to gravity in downward direction minus 10 e by t square. So this is 5, negative, negative cancel, 5, 4, 0, 0. So time is 20 seconds. So x will be how much? 20 into 100. So that is 2000. So if this is also 2000, it means this angle theta, tan theta is equal to how much? 2000 by 2000. So this will become 1. So this is 45 degrees. Because tan 45 is what? That is 1. Now you have to take the reading here. Circular scale, this is screw gauge and it has 50 division and pitch is this. So list count is what? List count is pitch divided by number of division. Okay? So here it is 0.5 by 50 millimeter. So this will become how much? This will become 0.01 millimeter. Now, main scale reading is 2 units. Okay? So, like if pitch is 0.5 meter, it means 1 unit on main scale is equal to 0.5 millimeter. Okay? Pitch is equal to 1 unit on main scale, right? So here, if main scale reading is 2, then we can calculate reading in millimeter. Okay? Then the diameter of sphere is what? Here 2 diagrams are given. Diagram 1, diagram 2. So in diagram 1, object is not inserted. In diagram 2, object is inserted. When object is not inserted, actually diagram is not that much clear. That much precision is not there. But here, 0 of circular scale is not coinciding with 0 of main scale. Rather, it is 5 unit behind. It is how much behind? It is 5 unit behind. So in that case, it is having positive error. It is having what? Positive error. It is not clear actually. I cannot show you here because even in the question diagram I saw like it was not visible. Like you just need to zoom it more and more and more and then you will be able to see. So I cannot do that here. But let me tell you, if the 0 of circular scale is behind this main scale, then you will say that there is a positive error. Okay? It is already measuring something. Done it? So in that case, what you need to do here, total reading will be equal to main scale reading plus circular scale reading minus error. And if error is positive, then it will be positive. Okay. So main scale reading 2 unit, 2 into 0.5 millimeter plus circular scale reading here. Second diagram shows you with object, yani ki that is the reading value. Here 25 of circular scale is coinciding with main scale. So circular scale reading is what? 25 into pitch, that is 0.01 minus 5 into 0.01 because 5 unit on circular scale is the error and error is positive. So here it will become 1 plus 25 minus 5 that will 20, 20 into 0.01 that is 0.2. So this is equal to 1.2 millimeter. We have to write it in micrometer. So this is 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 like 10 to the power minus 4 meter. So if micrometer में लिखना है, this will be 1200 micrometer. So this is your what? Answer. Okay. So if I write for you the answer, then this is 1200 meter. Okay. Correct. Micrometer. Because I feel like I've done it correct. Yes, this can be written as 1200 into 10 to the power minus 6. So that is 1200 micrometer. Now, last question. The maximum height attained by projectile is increased by 10% by changing the angle of projection. Now, maximum height ka formula if you write, that is u square sine square theta by 2z. ठीक है, we are not changing u, we are changing theta, and then it is getting changed by 10%. So let's see what is the small change in h. Let's write that this is constant because none of this is changing. Sin square theta का partial differentiation आप लो, it will become 2 sin theta cos theta d theta, है ना? You can differentiate sin square theta, right? So sin square theta का differentiation is what? Sin 2 sin theta cos theta, and it is getting differentiated with respect to d theta. That is why I've written it here. Partial differentiation का I hope तुम लोग मतलब समझते हो. So for that you have to do d sin square theta by d theta. into में क्या करोगे? d theta. ठीक है? So with whatever respect you are differentiating, write that here after differentiating. Okay? So this. Clear है? If you write it here, u square dh is equal to what? U square by 2g, and here it is. अगर मैं यहाँ पे sin square theta लिखूं, तो in division I will have to write sin theta, and then this is cos theta d theta. ठीक है? So 2 is also there, right? 2 is also there. So dh by h की बात करूं, h क्या हो जाएगा यहाँ पे? This h is your this one. This is h. So dh by h is equal to 2 cos theta d theta by sin theta. Now we have to see what will be the change in percentage increase in time of flight. So if you see time of flight का formula 2u sin theta by g. ठीक है? Same thing if you do here partial differentiation 2u by g. This is your what? Cos theta d theta. Again let's write the value of let's bring in the value of t. So मैं क्या करूंगी? Sin theta से I will multiply it and divide it. So sin theta से multiply कर दो, sin theta से divide कर दो. So this will become 2u sin theta by g, and here cos theta by sin theta d theta. ठीक है? So dt. Now dt by t is equal to how much? Cos theta by sin theta into d theta. Here in the question, 10% is what? Percentage change in height. So that will be equal to dh by h into 100. And percentage change in time will be dt by t into 100. So if this is equal to 10%, so this is 2 times this, right? So here it will be what? 5%. If this is 10%, then this is 5%. So correct answer will be what? 5%. I hope I have answered all your questions, but still if you're having doubt in any other question, you can approach me in classroom. Thank you so much and keep attending test. Thank you. Bye-bye.